ask you a few other issue questions. We've talked a lot about immigration, for instance. Where are you on the minimum wage? Do you believe in it, and would you raise it?
Minimum wage, no, I'm a free market guy. Our labor markets right now are already distorted from too many regulations. I think Cato estimates, there's $2 trillion of regulatory problems. And then throw Obamacare on top of that. The work hours is 30 hours a week.
Yeah.
You can only hire, 50 people. There's just distortion after distortion after distortion, and we wonder why our labor markets are broken.
So should there be a minimum wage in your opinion?
Say it again?
Should there be a minimum wage in your opinion?
I don't have a well-crafted response on that one. All I know is if you take the long-run graph over 200 years of the wage rate, it cannot differ from your nation's productivity, right? So you can't make up wage rates, right? I would love for everyone in sub-Saharan Africa, for example, children of God, to make $100 an hour, right? I would love to just assert that would be the case, but you can't assert that unless you raise their productivity, and then the wage follows.
It sounds like you're making a case against.
You can mandate you.
So it sounds like you're making a case against a federal mandated minimum wage.
I'm just making the case I just made, which is that you cannot artificially make up wage rates.
Right.
They have to be related to productivity.
Let me ask you about trade agreements. There's a couple of big ones that are actually likely to come for you to vote on, assuming you do get elected to Congress in November. A big one with Europe and a big one with Asia in general. What are your view of trade agreements? Are you open to big free trade agreements or not?
Yeah, I'm a free trader. I mean, after World War II, the Free Trade GATT Association brought tariffs roughly from 50% down to about 4% or less today. And that's been good for European trade with us. We set up our arch enemies, Japan and Germany, after the war, started trading with them, and it enriched all of us. So I have a win-win positive view about relationships with other countries that respect the rule of law. And so we got to move forward on that front as well.
Let me ask you about something like a foreign policy question. Arming the Syrian rebels. Would you be in favor of that, with the U.S. military helping to arm the moderate Syrian rebels?
Hey, Chuck, I thought we were just going to chat today about the celebratory aspect. I'd love to go through all this, but my mind is just, I didn't get
No, I understand that, but I just want to get a sense of...
I love all the policy questions. I'm happy to do them more, but I just wanted to talk about the victory we had, and I wanted to thank everybody that worked so hard on that campaign, and I'm happy to take policy issues at any time.
So I
just wanted to call out thanks to everybody today.
No, I understand that, but quickly on something on national security, do you consider yourself an interventionist or an isolationist?
I think the press is in the habit of doing juxtapositions like that don't capture reality well. I'm a PhD in economics, and so you analyze every situation uniquely because every international situation is unique. And so I don't have a pattern that fits every single incident, but I think it's absolutely necessary that the United States does project its power abroad. I think our Defense Department is bigger than the next 10 combined. And without that, I think you would have chaos without our commitment to rights abroad and keeping the peace. But that does not mean that we should not ask some of the European countries to pay up part of the bill now. They've all become rich and developed, and so it's time to share the burden.
All right, Mr. Bratt, I will let you go. I know you're coach of your debate team there at Randolph-Macon, or have been, so I figured you wouldn't mind a few extra policy questions.
No, I love it, but give me when I have enough next time, and I'm happy to do it. Thank you, Chuck.
You got it. We'll ship more coffee. All right. Thanks very much, Mr. Bratt. We'll be following your campaign.